Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my YouTube Q&A. So I asked you guys over on Instagram if you had any questions for me for a Q&A, and I got so many personal questions plus a ton of questions all about YouTube. So I ended up changing it and making it into two separate videos. I did a personal Q&A, which if you did not see that video, I'll link it up here in the cards. And then I decided to do a whole separate Q&A that was just on YouTube questions because I just had so many questions and I wanted to make sure that the video wasn't too long. It just made sense to split it up. So today I'm going to be talking about money, how to get started on YouTube, tips and tricks, all that kind of stuff. So I will be answering all of the questions that you guys asked first, and then at the end I'm going to give you guys 4 of my top tips for starting a YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Amy and I have been doing YouTube for a little over a year now, and I am just at 35,000 subscribers, so that's how many I've gained in about a year. And I'm super excited to share this stuff with you. I hope that you will enjoy my content and give this video a thumbs up if it does help you at all, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. Also, if you're new, say hey in the comments, and if you are a returning subscriber, you can always just let me know if any of these tips were helpful. And if you have a YouTube channel, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would love to know all of that stuff as well. Now, this is the second time that I've actually filmed this video. I filmed it yesterday and I felt like I answered the questions, everything was really good, and then I went to edit it. And I was so frustrated because half of the video was out of focus. I had my settings all wrong on my camera and didn't realize it. So now I'm refilming today. So I really do hope that this video is super helpful and gives you guys lots of insight on YouTube and answers some of your dying questions about starting a channel. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into the questions. So question number 1 is, how did you get started? And I actually started my channel in November of 2017, I think it was. And originally when I started my channel, I was not even thinking about making it a career or trying to make money. I didn't really know that you can make money on YouTube. So really all I was doing was DIY projects, things that I was already creating all the time and people would ask me about. So I wanted to create those videos just to send to my friends and family, so I didn't have to keep answering the same questions or going through the process of how to make something over and over again. But then when I started doing that and posting videos, I was actually watching more YouTube, and I came across a lot of lifestyle YouTubers, and it just looked like something fun to do. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I can make this into a career and make a little bit of money on the side. I had become a stay-at-home mom. I was working my Etsy shop with that money coming in, but I thought YouTube would be a fun way to make a little bit of extra money if I could. So that is pretty much how I got started, and I just wanted to be able to share some lifestyle videos with you guys, cleaning, tips and tricks, all of that kind of stuff, and that's kind of how I got started. All right, the next question is, what did you invest in your equipment when you started? So when I started out, I invested absolutely nothing. We had done the whole Dave Ramsey plan, paid off all of our debt, all of that, and then I became a stay-at-home mom, was just running our Etsy shop, so that's all the money I had coming in. So I didn't want to invest any money in YouTube just because I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to make money. Like, I didn't realize how much you can make or anything like that. So I decided that I was not gonna invest anything until I actually made money. So I didn't buy my first camera until I made the money from YouTube to actually buy it. I just used my iPhone from the start, and honestly, I didn't even get monetized until 5 months in, because I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But so I didn't even make money until way later, and that's when I decided to purchase my first camera, is after I had gotten the money to pay for it from YouTube. So with that being said, if you're worried about starting a channel because you don't have the right equipment, don't be worried about it. Start. iPhones are perfect. You can even edit on your phone, whatever. I always used mine and just connected it to my computer and edited from there. But do whatever you have, use whatever you have to get started, and just go for it. Okay, and kind of going along with equipment, the next one says, what equipment do you use now? So my first camera that I bought was the Canon SL2, and it's the bigger camera, and it's a DSLR, so it takes good pictures, good video for sit downs, things like that. and that was the very first camera that I got. It was about $600, and I'll have links to everything that I'm talking about down in the description box in case you want to check out this equipment for yourself. But that was the first camera that I bought. The next camera that I ended up getting was the Canon G7X. And if I had to tell you which camera to get first, I would definitely get the G7X just because it is a lot smaller. I feel like it films a lot brighter, and maybe that's because I'm not really good with all the settings yet. But I really like this one for vlogging. If you're like me, I don't want to go walk around with a big huge camera trying to film myself in public. I'm just not like that. So the G7X is perfect because it's small, you can fit it in your purse and take it along with you wherever you want to film. And the G7X was about $600 as well, because with both of those cameras I got a bundle which came with like memory card, and it came with a tripod, just different things that go along with your camera. So I felt like those were all a good deal on Amazon. And then the next thing that I got were the lights that I use, and I only use these whenever it's like dark and I'm trying to film, but those are perfect for that kind of thing, or even taking pictures. And then the next thing I got was a microphone, and I use the microphone mainly when I'm like filming in the kitchen and I'm standing far back from the camera and it's really echoey. A lot of my older videos, if I filmed in my office, there's no rug in there right now, so it was really echoey in there, so you could definitely tell that. So that's kind of why I use a microphone, and I don't use it all the time, just on those types of videos. And then the other thing that I invest in every single month is Epidemic sound. I get questions about where I get my music all the time, and this is where I get my music. It's $15 a month, and you don't have to worry about copyright or anything as long as you are a member on their website. So it's totally worth it. They have really good music on there, and that's just what I invest in. So right now, that's all the equipment that I actually use and have purchased to date. I did have to get a new Apple MacBook Pro because mine was old and I'd had it since 2007. So I guess you could count that as well, but that's the computer that I use and I love it. The next question is, what editing software do you use? And I'm so basic when it comes to editing. I just use iMovie because that's what came on my computer. I know a lot of people use Final Cut Pro and absolutely love it. I think that you can probably do a lot more on that, but I don't know if you've noticed, but my videos are pretty basic when it comes to editing. I don't do a whole lot of the bells and whistles, and I'm still learning a lot, but I love iMovie. It's super simple to use, and it was free because it came on my computer. All right, the next question is, how much time do you spend on YouTube in a week? And I'm gonna be honest, probably 60 plus hours. I spend a lot of time, it takes a lot of time to edit, to film, to reply to comments, emails, all of that stuff. It's a lot of work. So if you're thinking that you're gonna start this YouTube channel and it's gonna just be like super easy and not take a lot of time, then you're wrong, especially if you're wanting to grow your channel. It's gonna take a lot of work. So definitely at least 60 plus hours a week if I'm putting out 2 or 3 videos. The next question is, how long does it take you to film and edit a video? And I got this question a lot. But it just depends on what type of video you're filming. If it's a sit-down video, it's gonna take a lot less time, but for my cleaning videos, those could take up to like 20, 24 hours, just depending on how long the video is, because you have to actually film it, which takes you so much time to film a cleaning video because you're constantly moving the camera around while you're trying to clean. And then you have to edit it, speed it up, take out parts that like are transition parts where, you know, you just have to take those pieces out, add music, add voiceover. It just takes a really long time. So it just depends on the type of video that you're doing. The next question is, what is your favorite part of making a video, filming, editing, anything else? And if it goes along with just making the video, then my favorite part is probably the editing, just because the filming's done, I get to see what all it's gonna look like, and I'm usually pretty happy with my work, and I get excited about actually posting the video. But if you were asking me what my favorite part of YouTube of all of it is, it's definitely responding to your comments and reading your comments, because I feel like we have built such a great community where we chat back and forth. I get to know you guys, and we have a real friendship, relationship through YouTube. It's so neat to see all the women that will respond to my videos and how motivating and uplifting you guys are for me, and to tell me that I'm motivating you. That's definitely my favorite part of YouTube out of everything. The next question is, how many times a week did you post when you started out? And when I first started, like I said, I was just kind of gonna do like DIY projects, so I really only did like one a month, and that was really only a few months before I realized, hey, I could actually make a little money on the side, blah, blah, blah. So then when I decided that I wanted to make money on YouTube, I started posting 2 or 3 times, or actually 3 or 4 times a week. And then now I back down to about 2 or 3 times a week, just depending on what I can get done, because I've realized that sometimes the better videos are gonna take a little bit longer, and it's better for me to post a high quality video that's gonna get really good engagement and really good views and that you guys are gonna love, versus just throwing up videos just to be consistent and having those videos up there. All right, the next question is, how do you ask people to do collabs? And my whole viewpoint of this was so different when I first started out. When I first started out, I think I joined a Facebook group. Well, I know I joined a Facebook group. There's lots of different groups that you can join when you're starting, and a lot of people will have similar content to you. So you support each other and possibly make friends through that group and start doing collaborations with them. And that's where I would suggest doing collabs when you first start. And then a lot of times, I have reached out to others that I really, really like their channels. I have been supporting their channels for a long time. We've made a relationship first. So if you're thinking about asking a channel that's bigger than yours, then I would definitely suggest watching a lot of their videos first, kind of getting to know them and comment on their videos. Definitely support them, reach out to them a lot on Instagram as far as building a relationship and getting to know that person first, because a lot of times we all get tons of messages, and I'm sure that the channels that are like 100,000, way bigger than mine, I'm only at 35,000, I'm sure that they get like a ton of requests to do collaborations, because I know I get a lot, and a lot of times I don't even know who the person is, and I've never seen them comment on a video. So I feel like maybe they're just using me. So I know that a lot of times I will not ever reach out and ask to do a collaboration unless we have that relationship first, especially if they are a bigger channel than me. But a lot of times I've even gotten bigger channels than me will ask me to do a collaboration, and of course that is like so much fun. It makes you feel really good, and I definitely recommend doing collaborations because, one, you're building your audience through their audience, but also because you're building those relationships. And I have met so many wonderful friends on YouTube. I have so many friends that we chat all the time, back and forth, give each other ideas, ask questions, run ideas past each other and all of that. So definitely do collaborations. I would just make sure that if you're trying to reach out to bigger channels, you have that relationship first, and do a lot of collaborations with friends that are around the same size as your channel as well. The next question is, what do your friends and family think about you doing YouTube? And honestly, I don't know what a lot of my friends think because they haven't necessarily told me. I hope that they're happy for me. I have certain friends that are influencers that have blogs and things like that in Savannah, and I know that they're excited for me because we talk about social media and all that all the time. And my family is happy for me. I'm not sure how they felt at first, but I think that they have realized that I am making videos for inspiration and to lift other women up and hopefully inspire you guys. But my husband is super supportive. I'm not sure what he thought of me doing these cleaning videos at first, but now he is just all about it. He loves what I'm doing and supports me in any way that he can. So I'm sure that a lot of my friends probably still think I'm crazy, but you know what? I'm doing me, and they are not saying anything about it, and they're not being negative. So hopefully they agree with what I'm doing and think it's cool. So that's all I've got to say about that. The next question is, were you nervous to tell your friends and family that you had a YouTube channel? And honestly, like, I guess in the back of my head, I was a little bit nervous, but I had a blog from the time that I was pregnant with Kason, and so I was always used to sharing things on the internet and sharing things that were going on in my life just with everybody that I knew, everybody that I was friends with. So the video part of it kind of made me nervous just because I kind of felt like I looked stupid at the beginning when I was starting because I was nervous on camera and I didn't know what they were going to think about me doing cleaning videos and things like that. But I still put my channel out there because I was hoping that they would support me no matter what I look like on camera, and I think it definitely helped because I had lots of friends and family that would watch and comment and like on my videos, and I think it helped my channel grow. But do whatever works for you. I just felt like if I was going to be putting myself out there, then I wanted the support from my friends and family, and I feel like I got that. All right, the next question is, what do you suggest not putting on YouTube? And this is just kind of your preference, but it depends on how private you are as a person. When I started my channel, it was called Team Darley, so I automatically put my last name on there, and sometimes I wish that I didn't just because people are crazy and they will look you up and try to find you and everything, and I still kind of worry about that as my channel gets bigger and bigger. But I definitely wouldn't suggest putting like your kids' schools, your neighborhood, things like that, where you live, all of that on YouTube, just because there are crazy people out there and you would never want something bad to happen because of something that you put on camera. Another thing is I definitely would not put anything on camera that would embarrass your children later. So there's lots of things that I would never share because I would hate for my kids' friends to watch this later on and have a reason to make fun of my kids for anything. So definitely be aware of what you're putting on your channel when it pertains to your kids, your family, private information of others, all of that good stuff. Okay, now we're getting into some juicy topics, and this is probably what a lot of you are wanting to know is, we're gonna talk about money now. So the first question about money is, can you make money before 1,000 subscribers? And this is a yes and a no question, or yes and a no answer. Yes, you can probably make money in certain ways, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but when it comes to ads and Google AdSense and actually getting paid by YouTube, you cannot make money before 1,000 subscribers. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours. And really after you hit that, the process will start pretty fast. But when I started, I reached that minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours within that first month that I decided to really start my channel. And it took 5 months before they monetized me because it was right around the time that they had changed all the rules up. They were going through, and I mean, it just took them forever. Everybody was taking forever to get monetized, but now I think it's like within the same week that you hit that threshold is when you will get monetized and start making money. Now, I do say that you can make money before 1,000 subscribers because there's other ways to make money through your YouTube channel, which would be through affiliate links. And if you are an influencer for a certain brand or whatever, so you can do Amazon affiliate program, and you can have links in your description box to where if you're sharing products that you love, things like that, people click on those links and then you get paid a little bit of money based on if they purchase or click or whatever. It's not a lot, but it is something. So if you're wanting to make money and you're not at that point yet to where you're getting paid by Google AdSense, then definitely look into Amazon affiliate program. Also, there are other like brands that will pay you to promote their products and give you referral money. So you can look into different things like that as well. All right, the next question is, how much money do you make a month now that you have been doing YouTube for a year? And I can't tell you exactly how much I make from Google AdSense, but I can tell you that it has grown a lot. I told you that it took about 5 months for me to be monetized, and I think that first month that I was monetized, I made about $100. And granted, like, I had grown a ton of subscribers by then, and if I had made money before that, it would have been a lot less. And I think you have to make $100 at least before they will actually pay you. So or send that money to your account, if that makes sense. So I think the first month I probably made a little over $100 from Google AdSense, and then now I've made, this past month I actually broke the $1,000 threshold, which is so exciting because it keeps going up. Hopefully it will just keep going up from there. But anytime that I have ads and things on my videos, that's how I kind of make my money, and I want to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So just don't freak out that I'm talking about making money from ads, because I will talk more about that. But I don't just make money from the ads on Google. I also make money from Amazon affiliates. I talked about that a little bit. It's not much. I think the most I've made in a month from Amazon is like $100. It's not much. And then also sponsorships. Now, when I first started doing sponsorships, I think the cheapest one that I've ever done is about $100 to get paid to promote. And then the most expensive one that I've done, or the most I've charged for one, is about $1,000. But that's because my views have gone up a ton since I started. And I want to talk to y'all about sponsorships, because especially if you're not a YouTuber, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you would charge that much money to do a sponsored video. And I just want y'all to know that there will never, ever, ever, I don't care how much money somebody's gonna pay me, I will never put a sponsored video on my channel if I do not like that product. I would never want to promote a product on my channel at all if I thought that you guys were not gonna like it, because I want y'all to trust me and know that anything and everything that I share is only because I think it's a good product. It's something that I'm gonna keep using and I would have purchased anyways. But while I'm on the subject of sponsorships, I did get the question, how do you know how much to charge for sponsorships? And I wanted to tell you guys about this book. If you are a YouTuber and you're thinking about doing sponsored videos, then definitely get this book. It's called Influencers, Building Your Brand in the Age of Social Media, and it's written by Brittany Hennessy. I will have a link to this book down in the description box. You can get the Kindle version, or you can get the paperback version. I got the paperback version just because I was highlighting and taking notes and all of that inside of my book, and I wanted to easily be able to go back and reference things whenever I wanted to. So I definitely recommend that version. But the author, Brittany Hennessy, she was one that was actually booking the influencers for different brands. So she gives you a lot of behind the scenes, tells you what you should be doing as an influencer starting out, ways to make money, and what you should be charging as an influencer as well whenever you get sponsorship deals. I read the book in about 2 or 3 days. It was such a good and easy read, so definitely go read it if you're thinking about doing YouTube or any type of influencer work at all. But she talks about how to charge for sponsorships, so I got a lot of insight from that. And really, if this is the way I think of it. So if you are not as a YouTuber and you're watching this video and you just like my videos and you are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you would charge for a sponsorship, and why would you charge that much, yada yada, for a product that you would be using anyways. And honestly, it's one reason is because it's my job, and I feel like I should be charging for products to be mentioned on my channel, especially if they were the ones that reached out to me. But also because in the book, Brittany Hennessy talks a lot about how much brands pay for like a commercial or an ad on TV, and it's like $250,000 at least to do something like that. So to save the brand money, they reach out to influencers and have them promote a product on their channels, which that's saving them a buttload of money, y'all. So for an influencer to do something for $1,000 to even $100,000 just for one video, I feel like is totally fair, because they just saved the brand a whole lot of money and they were promoting it in an authentic way. And most influencers are not going to promote things that they don't love, just because they know that later on down the road, if they share something and they really do love it, but they shared something before that was complete crap, then nobody's gonna believe them and they're not gonna wanna buy any of the stuff that they promote. So definitely, if you are going to do YouTube, you're gonna do sponsorships, please just be real and only share things that you think your audience would enjoy, that you actually love, and don't ever put anything out there just because they're willing to pay you money for it. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on what I'm making and how I make money on YouTube. And if you are just a loyal follower and you just watch all my videos because you're the best, then thank you so much for watching my videos, watching those ads, and not getting upset with me when there are ads on my videos or those sponsored videos. I love y'all, and I know that because of you guys, I'm able to make this a career and keep putting out content and get paid for it. So thank you so much for cutting me some slack when I do have those sponsored videos and when you see ads on my channel. Just so you guys know, another thing about ads is that whenever you are watching a video and they have an ad pop up on their channel, it definitely helps that influencer or that YouTuber, whoever, it helps them when you let the ad play through. Or if you don't click out of the video, you just keep watching all the way to the end of the video. That helps with watch time and all that good stuff too. So if you're wanting to help out your favorite YouTubers, then definitely keep watching, liking, commenting, and don't get frustrated when they do have an ad or a promotion on their channel. All right, now that I have answered all the questions about YouTube, I'm going to give you my top 4 tips for starting your YouTube channel, things that I think will help your channel grow quickly and definitely make your channel more successful. All right, my first tip is to be consistent. Like I said, when I started, I was only gonna do 1 a month, but that was before I decided to make it a career. And then once I started doing my videos 2 to 3 times a week, that's when my videos started actually booming. So I would definitely suggest at least 2 videos a week. If you can do more than that, then go for it. I don't think you need to do one every single day. I don't think that that's gonna help. I mean, it could possibly help, but just be consistent and post weekly, and you're definitely gonna see some growth on your channel. The next tip is one I think is one of the best tips ever, and I actually got a lot of advice about this tip from Megan from Love Meg. She helped me a lot with this and kind of opened my eyes to it, but having really good thumbnails, because that's the very first thing that people are gonna see, even if they're not subscribed to your channel and they see your thumbnail over on a suggested video or on somebody else's video that is a recommended video or whatever, then you want that thumbnail to be really, really good so that they will want to click on it and come find you. Excuse me. Most of the time people are searching YouTube on their phones, so the thumbnail is super tiny. So one thing that you want to do is make sure that you have readable text. So you don't want to try to get all the fancy fonts and everything. You want to make sure that everything that you put on your thumbnail is visible and readable. And then also with your pictures, they need to be bright and also show something that's that makes the viewer want to actually click on the video, something that is interesting and gives a little bit of insight on what your video is going to be about. The next tip is probably my favorite tip, and that is to engage with your subscribers, because they're there to support you, and if you're not supporting them by commenting back, then I feel like your channel is not gonna really go anywhere. Because I know for me, whenever I leave a comment on someone's video, I'm hoping that they're reading it, one, and also if they comment back to me, I'm more likely to keep commenting on their videos. So definitely engage with your subscribers. They're there for you and they want to get to know you, but you should also want to get to know them so that you know what videos to keep putting out. You build those relationships, and it just makes the whole process a whole lot more fun because you're actually getting to talk to people back and forth and communicate. Same thing goes with Instagram. I love it when you guys come follow me over on Instagram and we get to chat there. I feel like I get to know y'all even better over there because you're commenting through stories or DMs, things like that on my pictures. So definitely engage with your subscribers because they're there for you in the first place. So you need to keep them happy, right? And my last tip is to create searchable videos. So I know on my channel, the cleaning videos are the ones that do the best. Vlogs do not do as well on my channel, so I don't make as many of those. If you want to do vlogs, I definitely recommend doing that because that's what you want to do, that's what's in your heart, that's what you want to put out. But you also need to be making searchable content as well. So look for things that you're passionate about, things that you know about that you can share with others, but also is searchable. So cleaning videos or routine videos do really well on my channel, and anything that's mommy lifestyle related that you could search up and find from a lot of different people, but maybe with your own spin on it, and just making it really valuable for the people that are watching. All right, so that's pretty much it for my Q&A and all the tips that I have for you today. I hope that this video was helpful, and if it was, definitely let me know. Let me know if you are starting a channel, if you are wanting to start a channel, and if you are wanting to start a channel, I hope this lit a fire under your bum to get started, because it's never gonna happen if you just keep sitting around. And think about it, if you were to go ahead and start today, if you start your channel today, think about where you would be in a year, versus if you start in 6 months, it's gonna take another year to get to that point. So go ahead and start writing down some content that you think that you should create, that you could do for your channel, and just dabble in it. Go ahead and get started. Why not, you know? If it's something that you really are passionate about, then you're gonna wanna keep doing it. And if it's not, then you're gonna find out pretty quickly after you start your channel anyways. So give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If I inspired you, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe, and also go follow me on Instagram if you wanna hang out with me even more. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.